Alright everyone, so welcome back to the channel. This video is the day after. We're at lunchtime the next day, so we've got the 4 squids that I caught with Dan and I'm going to prep them up and I'm going to cook them. So as you can see, these ones have already sprayed their ink out, so we're going to prep them all up, take the heads off, potentially use the sucky tentacles as well, and yeah, we'll go from there. Right, there you go, there's the ink sac. Gone everywhere, but we can wash that off, so that's not a problem. Then what I want to do is get the filament things out, wherever they are. The plastic bits. God, there's so much ink in there. There you go, got the other one out there. Just going to quickly wash this off, wash my hands, we'll get to the next bit. So I've cleaned all that off. Next I'm going to try and get the outer skin off of the squid as well. That's make it chewy otherwise if we keep that on there. We don't want that. We want a nice bit of squid. Yeah, it's going to take all of the outer skin off. Could have done this all last night, but I got home pretty late and the baby was asleep, so I didn't want to mess around. So yeah, there we go, we've got all of that off. I think next we're going to go on to cutting the wings off, unless we can just take the skin off. There you go, take the skin off there as well. So I've got the majority of the squid all cleaned up and the skin off, apart from this one. But to take the wings off, what you've literally got to do is just take that, give it a pull, and it's literally as if they're just glued on. So yeah, just give them a pull, and they come pretty well just clean off. Just gonna make sure all that stuff comes off as well. There you go, got the wings there, and you left the squid tube there. So it gives you the final little wash out, make sure I haven't missed any of the cartilage stuff. And we'll get on to cutting and cooking and making some of the flour that we're going to coat these in. So for my next step, what I'm going to do, yeah, pretty sharp knife for these, quite tough. I'm just going to cut the end bits off on all of them, because they've got that excess bit of skin on them and they feel a little bit tough on that end bit, so I'm just going to cut them all off. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these into rings. You can cut them in half if you want, put a knife in there and then cut them out and have it butterflied and then do it like that. You can just cut it chunky, whatever you want, but I prefer it in rings, so I'm just going to cut in about centimetre rings. Going to go all the way through, yeah, getting just to the end here. There we go, it's got all the squid rings. Next we're going to go and move on to making the flour that we're going to coat these in. Alright, so it's a sort of southern fried chicken, sort of a variety of seasoning. So I've got my plain flour, I've got celery salt, I've got some paprika, I'm going to use that one. I've got sweet paprika, put it over there for you. I've got some peppercorns that I'm going to grind fresh. I've got garlic powder, I've got coriander powder as well, and I've got a bit of parsley. There's probably one other thing, yeah, a bit of onion granules as well. Garlic and onion granules together are great. It's probably something that I'm missing, a bit of salt, pinch of salt. I've got Maldon sea salt, best salt you can get really, so that's just for all round cooking. But yeah, we're going to get this going. So I'm going to start with a bit of flour. Apologies for the mess in there, it's not too bad. Lots of stuff going on. We'll start with some flour. I've got on the scales as well so I can read it out for what I'm doing. But, sort of recipe that I was using in a restaurant base sort of thing. I think we'll go about 150 grams of flour. There you go, 150 grams of flour. Parsley sprinkled in there. Parsley weighs nothing. That's apparently a gram of parsley, but that's quite a lot. Onion granules. I try to do it in normal tablespoons. That's about one there. Go for 1.5 onion powder. Onion granules, sorry. Bit of paprika, sweet smoked, got the holes like that, so I'm just gonna dash of that. I was gonna use the other one, but don't matter anymore. Celery salt, might not need that salt now because we've got this, because it's obviously salty. But it's a proper nice one that, so you wanna get a decent amount of that in there for the flavour. It's a good flavour to have in your southern fried chicken, so I'm gonna go for 1 and a 2, I believe. I'm literally making it up on the spot, because that's the sort of thing you do. You taste the flour after you've made it, sort of thing. Got that in there, onion that. Get a bit of garlic. This is a brand new one that I went and bought and dropped as well. So the onion was a granule form, but this is powder. But it's going to be about the same amount. That's a heaped one there, heaped. We'll go for 2 heaped spoons of that. And finally some coriander powder. Hopefully I can cut that a little bit better, which I have. Coriander's a nice one as well when you're southern fried chicken mix, so be quite generous. The main 3 you want to taste is onion, garlic, I don't know if I said 3, onion, garlic, celery salt and your coriander powder. That's the main flavours you want in it. And obviously you want your salt and pepper, but the celery salt brings the salt. I'll go for about 1.5 of them. There you go. Grind a bit of pepper in there as well. Don't want it too coarse, otherwise you'll have a nice mouthful of pepper kernels. But we want to mix it together and be able to smell it, and smell a nice bit of garlic and a nice bit of coriander. Already getting the celery salt as well, you want to be able to smell celery salt. That's a nice flavour. Smells about right. Smells about right, everyone. So yeah, we got our dust in there. Gonna get the next bit out, which is the wash. So I'll come back when I got that ready for you. Now another key part that I forgot about this is we're gonna make a simple garlic mayonnaise. So what I've got is pre-made mayonnaise, got Hellmann's. For some reason we got light mayonnaise, just, you know, whatever. Got a bit of parsley. I'm gonna get some lemon, a bit of lemon juice, and I'm gonna get some zest off it as well for an extra flavour. Obviously that just makes it a lot nicer with seafood. Lime's great as well. Bit of sea salt as well. And then instead of using garlic powder, I much prefer garlic granules. So I'm going to be using garlic granules instead. Don't want to go too heavy on them because you get a really garlicky flavour. But I just find the granules work better than the powder, because the powder tends to be smoked, which doesn't give a great flavour for mayo. Just going to get a bit of the lemon zest. Just using the fine setting like that. Go around, get a good amount of that. Don't need the whole lemon for just a small amount of squid, but if you want some left over, then that's happy days really, innit? Here we go. So all you got to do, simple as anything this, get your mayo. Hello, hello. Come on. Squeeze your mayo in there. That's probably what, 50 grams I'd imagine. I'm gonna get a teaspoon. I guess you'd call it a little bit bigger than that. Gonna do about half a teaspoon if you don't want oh, spill it everywhere, why don't you? Awful. That's fine. Bit of the lemon zest. Gonna get a fresh knife as well, because I haven't washed that one. Use a bread knife, it's easier to cut. I only want a tiny little squeeze of lemon in there, otherwise it's too much. But also, normally when you do this sort of recipe, you want to put a bit of liquid in there. So normally water, just to thin it out, otherwise the mayo is probably thick. But yeah, get a nice sprinkling of parsley in there for a bit of flavour. Use the same teaspoon, mix it up. Obviously do this to your own taste, but that's how I like it. So for the next bit, depending if you're dairy intolerant or whatever, you can either use an egg wash with just one single egg and a splash of milk and mix it all together, and that gives a nice thick liquid for the flour to stick to. So obviously it doesn't matter what sort of milk you use, but what sort of video would it be without a bit of posh mat on the go? So we got a bit of Jersey milk. Shout out to the Guernsey boys, close enough, isn't it? So yeah, let's go put a splash in there, mix it up. You still want it to be nice and thick from the egg. But yeah, got some lovely Jersey milk, closer to cream really than milk, but it's lovely stuff. And yeah, let's get onto the frying stage. It's going to get a little bit messy probably with the flour, but oh yeah, it's going to taste lovely. Alright, so the magic moment. Got the squid ready, flour ready, and the egg wash ready. I've got the fryer already on. This bit's going to get a bit messy, but what we want to do, go in, you know, decent sized batches. You don't want to go too far, but always keep one hand dry. So I'm going to use one hand in here, the dry hand, going to get this squid mixed around. Then we're going to drop them into the egg wash. I'll leave the recipe as well in the description, hopefully, if I remember. So yeah, there you go, got that all done. Gonna mix these up. Make sure you get egg wash all over it. You want to slap them against the side so you don't get extra egg wash, otherwise you get massive clumps of flour in your flour, I guess. Shake the excess flour off it and then put it into the basket. So I'm gonna do this a couple more times. Probably gonna do half of them at a time. You don't want to overload the fry, especially with these small ones, otherwise the temperature of the oil drops too much and you'll just get soggy batter. So yeah, got them double coated. I'll get back to you guys when I've got the rest of them coated. Alright then, so we're ready to drop them. We got half of them in there, just going to drop it down. Just make sure your oil's up to temperature. As a few of them with overlapping, I'm just going to give it a quick shake just so they don't stick together. But oi oi oi, we're on our way to some fresh squid. Happy days. Gonna let them cook, probably take 2 or 3 minutes. It's only thin. So yeah, I'll get back to you, but it smells amazing right now. Oh my god. Ooh. Ooh. We are getting there, ladies and gentlemen. It's been about 2 minutes now. You can see they're coming up lovely golden brown. Wee wee wee. We get a plate for them. Got our lovely fresh garlic mayo. Going to be chefy with it as well. They are about done, to be honest. Going to give them another second. I'm going to quickly do this. Going to do a cheeky quenelle. If you know, you know. Ooh, wee chef. There we go. Right, we're ready. I think we're ready. Going to lift them up. Ooh, baby. Just let them drain, obviously. These are going to be boiling hot, so just be careful with them. You can use tongs, but I'm a chef, so I enjoy burning myself. Oi, they're hot. They look so good though, they're nice and crispy. Listen to this. Look. I'm sure you can hear how crispy that was. And just to finish them off quickly, what I'm going to do, I'm going to get the lemon and squeeze that over there, get a little bit of fresh lemon juice on there. Oi, 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 happy days. And then the Maldon sea salt. If you don't have this already, it's pretty cheap, you can pick it up from Sainsbury's or the like. Just crush that in your fingers over there. It's not like your normal table salt, this stuff, so you can be quite generous with it. But it just adds that extra zing to it, but there you go. I'll bring you down for a closer look, but oh, incredible. Caught them last night on the table for lunch next day. Absolutely amazing. Alright then, so it's all paid off. We got our lovely squid. Gonna get a quick dip in the old garlic mayo. and give it a taste. Ooh. You've got to have that citrus in there. It really does make it amazing. But that's so fresh, caught that yesterday. Cooked it the next day. Onion comes through, garlic comes through, celery salt. And then of course that garlic mayo. You've got to try this. This is the recipe. This is the best recipe. A lot of people have got their recipes out there, but guaranteed this was the one. Well everyone, that's it then. We've done the catch and cook. I'll turn you around if I can. We can't, that's alright. I'll turn you around a second. But yeah, that's it.